Dear brothers of earth, I am Ashtar Sheran. I want to bring calm and joy here today. In difficult times, this is how we bring you into balance again. This is how we take their minds off the problems, we take their minds off the things that seem to have no solution. Every day in your world, for those who only have eyes for the negative, everything seems to get worse, everything seems to be falling out of the little balance it still had. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you that this will stop there. On the contrary, you will increasingly see the world in a total imbalance, because it is the last attempt, a desperate attempt by those who have already lost the war. The only thing they can do now against you is this, is to incite the hearts of those who resonate with them, to produce chaos, to produce small wars. Not armed wars, but wars made with one's own hands. So once again, as I said at the beginning, I want to bring joy here. I'm not here bringing any more concern. And why bring joy? Because the moment is one of extreme joy. There are no more risks for you in military terms, nor from dark weapons, and even your weapons, the weapons of men who could harm this planet, will achieve nothing more, because with each attempt, this too will be eliminated. So it is with joy, yes, it is with great joy that we are all cheering around your planet for the victory achieved. A long victory, coming from a long battle. And why is it long? Because from the first moment we started the fight, victory was always ours. So it was a victory that grew with each new fight, because it was determined that way by God the Father or Mother. Those who were here would no longer have the strength to stay on this planet the way they were doing. So, yes, I come to talk about joy, and I really want your hearts now, in this moment when you listen to me, to be filled with joy too. No matter how chaotic everything seems, no matter how meaningless, lost, without direction, I tell you the following: look at the opposite, look at how your planet is. Today, unfortunately not all, but a good percentage of humans, have come to respect this planet. And every day more fans join. More people stop consuming animals, more people start to respect the earth, more people start to look at themselves, trying to find a path for their evolution. So how can you not be happy? If you look at Ashtar Sheran a few years ago, being here speaking to thousands would have been impossible, it would have been untrue, it would have been unbelievable. Especially because the commanders of this environment would not accept this. However, no matter how much everything has been manipulated, contaminated by them, this environment is ours, it belongs to the light. So, they cannot silence our voice. If they could, they would have done it already. And every day, more and more people engage in multiplying these messages. Unfortunately, at the same time, many people also use these messages to preach the opposite. But each one will find their way in their own time, this doesn't bother us. Because our voice, our messages, reach where we want them to go. When each of you, who have never heard of it, is led to hear a message from us, the time has come for your awakening, the time has come to show you the truth. Now, the choice is yours, accept the invitation or refuse it. But I can tell you that the vast majority accept the invitation. However, they are not as conscious people as you, but I would say that the time has come for you to welcome them with open arms, to show them the way. Only that. We don't ask to carry anyone on our lap, we don't ask to take someone's hand and lead them along. No, the path has to be followed by each person, by each person's heart. So just show the way and that person will have to look for answers, ask for help. So, yes, it is a lot of joy, a lot of joy. We are all recovering from a long and difficult battle, but we already knew we would be victorious, and that is why no one ever gave up. A new stage will now begin, cleaning those on the surface. When? Wait. Everything happens at the right time. So it will not happen before or after the deadline already planned by us. So just keep your focus on joy, your focus on victory. Don't get carried away by the chaos. That's what chaos is there for, to take you away from hope, to take you out of balance, to provoke fear. Realize that the pandemic no longer affects so many, it no longer becomes so threatening, but they insist that it still is, but reality no longer shows this. So the weapons will now be different. What risk do you run? I would say none, because whoever vibrates high, whoever is on the path, whoever puts himself at the disposal of the light, does not attract chaos, so don't take any risks. Now those who still doubt, those who continue, still doubting which side they will follow, be very careful, because the chaos could absorb them. So, it's very simple, vibrate loudly, vibrate love, vibrate harmony, peace, say only positive things. Don't comment on the negative ones, keep your mouths closed, if not to say positive things. Learn to remain silent, this is also a learning experience. I would say that the moment is now for everyone, it is a time of isolation, so that everyone can find their way. It's not seeking your path in the opinion of others, it's not seeking your path the same as someone else's, it's not seeking your path through someone else's experience. Understand, the path belongs to each person. Every human being on this planet has a soul and every soul has a journey. So, don't mirror other people's path, you have to respect your own path. So the moment is not to look at the other, it's not about following what someone else does. Look at your own feet, no one walks with other people's feet, the walk is done with your own feet, so look at your feet. Each soul has its own path, so don't imitate, don't copy, don't envy, don't compare the other's path, the path is yours. If it is more stony, more full of obstacles, it is because your journey made it that way. Don't compare yourself to the one whose path is flowery and easy. Follow your feet. This is the moment, and by doing this isolation, you can remain balanced, vibrating high, and chaos passes very far, passes extremely far. So don't give importance to the chaos. Don't pay attention to more news. Vibrate only joy, because the light won, the victory is ours. Why vibrate in reverse? Why vibrate fear? Why vibrate negative feelings? What you wanted happened, we are victorious, the light has won completely. So why not vibrate with joy? Why not just vibrate love? It's up to you to vibrate high. If things often don't happen, it's because the vibration of the planet doesn't allow them, but this vibration comes from you. So, you always think, I am one. If I vibrate low today, it won't hurt anything. This thought of yours reverberates, and there will be another, who will think the same way, and this spreads across the grid of the planet. And how many will vibrate low, just because they are unique? What happens? The vibration of the planet drops. And then what you expect to happen the next day takes a little longer, because we need a quantum of high energy vibration, frequency on the planet, for everything to happen. So do your part. It's not because you think you're unique and isolated that you don't affect the whole, this is unreal. Each one of you who vibrates below reverberates throughout the all. So be part of the group that raises the vibration, don't give a hand to the group that lowers it. The time has come for you to take a course, to take a path. And this path is isolated, it is not supported by, nor based on, anyone. The path belongs to each person. Everyone has to find their own way. The other's path is good for the other, maybe it's not for you. So don't follow someone else's path, the feet are yours, you don't walk with his feet. So, once again, vibrate joy, lots of joy. All the joy we are feeling is being reverberated on your planet. We are doing our part, surrounding this planet in a lot of light, in a lot of love, in a lot of joy, so that this reverberates, and you can feel this same joy and can amplify it. This is what we expect from you, nothing different. But I insist again, follow your path. If your way of being happy is to climb on the roof of your house and cheer really loudly, so be it. And this will be your form, and no one will have to imitate you. Everyone does it their own way. Learn to be yourself, not others. Take ownership of the divine and powerful being that each of you is. So a divine and powerful being does not depend on anyone, it only depends on your desires and your choices.